The film begins, and we are shown the city of Chicago, where suddenly a black car comes on the road which was wandering in the streets of the city looking for its prey. Because it was not an ordinary car, but a killer car which has a lot of powers and it kills people ruthlessly. How? This is what we will know in this movie. Then that car sees two boys coming. Then to attract their attention, it changes its form, and from a black car it becomes a beautiful red car, which is usually a sports car, from which we understand that it can change its form into any car it wants. Obviously, both of them found that car very amazing. That is why they sit inside that car in excitement. And then the same thing happened which was feared. That car starts swallowing those people from inside. It completely breaks the bones and eats even their flesh and does not leave even a small piece. After eating two whole men, it did not let anyone realize where it went, and now it completely comes in its real form and starts roaming on the streets. But then another car hits it badly, due to which they have a terrible accident and both the cars are badly damaged. During the investigation, the police do not find any trace of any human in the car. Because it was an accident case, the police sent this car to the biggest garage of the city, where such broken cars were brought. The man who runs that garage is named Ray, who was a very arrogant person. He was very proud of his position, and he was not going to listen to anyone. He was just a person who did his own thing. Some workers worked with him, some of whom were mechanics and some were helpers. Among those workers, there was a girl named Tilta. She had a female friend and her friend's name was Bobby, while the rest were workers. At night, when a worker was going after finishing his work, he suddenly sees that car in good condition. However, that car came here completely broken, and this had become an absolutely impossible thing. That car was able to feel the heat of the worker's body, and it started following it because that car was hungry. This worker thought that maybe the handbrake of this car is not on, so he enters the car to put it on. Then what happened? That car breaks his leg with its door, due to which he immediately comes out. He understands that something is wrong with the car and he runs to save his life. The car was also about to stop. It came to him fast, it hit him hard and threw him in a big pit, due to which he died on the spot. Now there was no news of that worker for a long time. That is why Ray sends his assistant to find him. The garage was very big, so the assistant was searching for him by going to different floors. Then the assistant sees the same car whose headlights were on. He feels that the worker is sitting in that car, but when he checked, there was no one in the car, and when Bobby touches that car, its texture was very strange. It seems as if this car is not made of metal or iron, but of the skin of an animal. Tilda was searching for a locket of hers which she was not able to find, and then Ray comes here and tells Tilda that he is paying her for work, not for finding the locket. Then Bobby tells Ray about that car, that it is strange. Tilda also feels that there is something wrong with that car, and when she puts her ear in the bonnet, she hears the sound of a crumb, and then we can also clearly see a crumb inside it. On the other hand, the assistant was searching for the worker alone when he finds a strange black-blue liquid lying below, and he also sees that car in front of him. But by now, it has transformed itself into an expensive car. Meanwhile, Tilda also arrives there. But as soon as it arrives, the car pulls the assistant inside and starts twisting and breaking his body in a strange way in front of Tilda's eyes, and the car eats him mercilessly, and Tilda is unable to do anything. Tilda is very frightened. She screams for help and everyone else comes there. Tilda was telling everyone, but Ray does not believe her at all, and he feels that Tilda is saying anything for no reason. Then the car starts by itself and comes to them, and Ray feels that those people are playing some kind of joke on him. And as soon as the bonnet of that car is opened, they see a strange creature in it which has big teeth and a strange snake-like body, and everyone is convinced that Tilda is not lying. And now, in no time, that car starts chasing everyone, and everyone runs to save their lives. That car is also damaging other cars. Ray feels that this car is not a machine but a creature which is artificially made, or it has come here from some other world. Ray musters the courage to go near the car so that he can push it and control it, but the car burns his hand. Tilda tells Ray that we should call the police, but Ray refuses, saying that no one will believe him. Now from the conversation, they come up with the idea that if they put this car in the ditch, it will not be able to come out of there, it will break and everything will be fine. Now Bobby and two workers leave to do this work, while Ray asks Tilda to keep an eye on this car. Tilta secretly runs towards the emergency phone and that car is searching for everyone else. She's unable to make a call from the emergency phone, but she calls a friend and tells her to call the police. But Ray does not let her do so because he felt that whatever is happening should be allowed to happen. Tilta tries to get out of the garage, but because it was night shift, the main door was locked and Ray had the keys. Tilta meets Bobby and the mechanic. Bobby thinks of going to another floor by lift so that they can get out of there. But in the lift area, there was the same car which had changed its form once again. Tilta's friend does not understand what is going on. So she comes out of the office where the car was, which now starts staring at her and then starts following her. Seeing this, Tilta's friend gets very scared and runs away from there just in time and enters her office.
But that car was not stopping. It was trying to forcefully break the door and other things to enter inside. It had completely ruined the condition of the office. Tilta came to pick up her friend on a bike. Before the car arrives, her friend sits on the bike, due to which Tilta saves her friend. On the other hand, the mechanic distracts the car, but the car pulls him along with it, due to which both of them hit the electric board where there were a lot of electrical connections. Due to this, a big short circuit occurred there, due to which nothing happened to the car, but the poor mechanic got burned to death. Now that car had left from there for the time being, and everyone was very sad to see the mechanic's death. Meanwhile, Tilta finds his locket and he was angry at Ray that he was not making any effort to get them out of there. He still angrily asks Ray for the keys of the main door, but she was in the office and the office was destroyed downstairs. Due to the breakdown of the electric board, the main supply also stops and now these people cannot open the door manually. They all try to open the other doors as well, but the keys of all those were with the assistant who has already died. Tilta understands on seeing the black-blue liquid coming out of that car that it is the blood of that car, which meant that if the car could bleed, it meant that these people could kill him. That's why Tilta decides that they will kill him. The car changes its form again and covers itself with a sheet like the other cars. They all move forward following the blood. There they find guns and some weapons from the police car. Tilta goes into the pit to supply electricity so that they can trap the car there and kill them. But Tilta finds the dead body of the worker there, which scares them all. The car is searching for them again and they all do welding and put rods in the pit so that they can kill the car or the creature by stepping on it, that is by putting all this inside it. Ray sends Tilta's friend for some oils and drinks and Tilta brings another police car near the pit. Ray and Bobby are covering the pit together so that the car does not know that there is a pit there. Then Tilta chases that car with her bike. But that car hits Tilta and makes her fall from the bike and the bike falls into the ditch. Bobby saves Tilta and he sets that car on fire with a liquor bottle. Tilta's friend also tries to set that car on fire with a drink bottle. But the body of the car was not made of metal. So the bottle bounces and hits it back, due to which Tilta's friend gets completely burnt. And while burning, she falls into the ditch. She also dies such a bad death. Now, that car was chasing Bobby and Tilta. But somehow, both of them escape. When Ray tells them about Tilta's friend, they feel sad and they decide that they will escape from there by breaking the main gate with the police car. And as soon as Bobby sits in the car, she tries to strangle him from the car window. It seems as if it was not a police car but a killer car. Seeing this, it was also shooting at that car. But it was of no use and that car also eats Bobby. Tilta is very shocked by Bobby's death and she could not do anything to save him. Then Ray covers the pit and they start searching for that car with the police car, but their gas runs out and that car attacks them and starts pulling Tilta with it. There was a cloth over the pit so the car is not able to see the pit, due to which it falls into the pit. But Tilta was holding Tilta with the tentacle. It was his good luck that Tilta falls on the roof of that car, due to which she does not get much injured. Ray was shooting that creature or the car from above, and in no time the car standing above falls on that creature, due to which it gets damaged a lot, and finally that creature is killed. Ray was still giving himself all the credit that he had destroyed that bloody car. He was telling Tilta things, but it did not matter to her. She just wanted to get out of here. Tilta leaves from there, where her friend had come to take his car, but her car is in a bad condition. On the other hand, Ray sees that all the cars present there have become alive like that car, and they start staring at Ray, from which it was understood that now Ray is in trouble. They will not leave him. They will give him a very bad death. Tilta sees her and Bobby's photo in the locket, from which we come to know that both of them were a couple. That is why Tilta was very sad about Bobby's death, and now she leaves from here on foot. Now we come to know how that car became a creature. As Bobby had said, it was true that this is a hybrid car which was made artificially, due to which it became very advanced. But it was also true that many creatures from other worlds had also entered our world. One of them got inside that car and it became a very high-tech killer car. Now that car creature was dead, but all the other creatures got inside the other car and became alive again. That means that now a great destruction of these killer cars is going to come, from which it will be difficult for humans to escape, as happened with these people. Now Ray knew about this somewhere, although he could have taken them out from here if he wanted, but he did not do it intentionally so that he could fill the stomach of the car by feeding these people to it. But in the end, he could not escape either. He was killed by the car. In this way, this killer car will destroy everyone until the origin of the creature is destroyed. And with this horrific ending, the story of this film ends here.